Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel, and by the video title you know what this video is about. We got a lot of Steelers news to discuss, a lot of different things happening, a lot of stories, a lot of scenarios. A lot of people have pressed the panic button apparently, and they've been going wild and rampant for the past few days, actually, ever since the preseason game happened on Saturday. They think it's the end of the world now for the Steelers. Let's start off first with the media and fans overreacting. This kind of is a recurring thing. Every year I feel like the Steelers come into the season, it's always an overreaction. In the off season, in the preseason, just like last season. Remember last season we had the overreaction. Like, oh my God, look at the Steelers offense. It looks very fluent. It looks very good. And even for me, I was like, yeah, it look good offense, but I still want to see how they look, how they best against some of the best. They play actually in the regular season. We had the 49ers right off the bat. It's gonna be a big time game. I said if we can play the way we playing, our defense show up like it usually do, we have an opportunity to have a chance. And we got the week one. After all that hype and stuff, people was boosting it up, saying the Steelers defense could be top 10. Even ESPN and different medias and stuff was always, they were like boosting it all up. And then what happened? You got mollywhopped on national television by the 49ers, getting dog walked up and down the field. Kenny Pickett couldn't move the ball. They couldn't run the ball. Offensive line was out of sync and everything. Everything just went horrible. And then last year they only averaged 16 points per game. Still won 10 games. Of course, the defense did all the work mostly, but the offense was horrible. And this season, people was kind of hyping up a little bit, saying Justin Fields this, Justin Fields that. But now they're kind of like doing a reverse thing. In the preseason, they're seeing like the performances. They're like, oh, they look horrible. They're terrible quarterbacks now. And now the team is horrible. Now the team is not going to be good. And now the team is a very bad team. And the team can easily go into week one and go dog the Falcons. You never know what could happen. Like they go beat the Falcons and then be like, hey, none of this stuff would matter like that. So I feel like they overreact in preseason. We're seeing all different type of lineups and matchups and different type of sub-ins and packages out there. We're seeing different things the coaches are doing, trying to find the right stuff. Of course, the play calling has been a little cluttered right now. They're still trying to figure out everything, having an injury with Russell Wilson, the calf injury, him missing a lot of the stuff, and then coming in like a little bit a few weeks ago to get started and get kind of back on track. And he didn't look the best like that, of course. And Justin Fields, he didn't look the best either the last game, but I don't think it's the end of the world. A lot of the fans like to overreact. That's why I say the fans of football, fans of sports, are all fickle. One day they'll like you, and then one day they hate you. Just like Broderick Jones. We see the situation with him and all the things that's going on with him. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But it seemed like Stephen A. Smith saying that the Steelers might finish last this year. They say this every year. Every year they always say, like they said this for the past few years. Even when we had Big Ben, it was declining. Our team offensive line couldn't get a freaking yard like that. And couldn't push, push or force or anything. They were saying the Steelers are done. Steelers are going to be last in the division. And what happens every single time? They find a way to not finish last. They find a way to still stay competitive and still have opportunity to make the playoffs the past 2 out of 3 years and stuff. Of course, they haven't won a playoff game in quite some time. I already know you're typing right now in the comment section like, your Steelers haven't won the playoff game. Coach Tomlin just get fired. Who are you going to replace him with? Coach Tomlin is an amazing coach. Good coach. Of course, yes, that's a little hit on his legacy a little bit, him not win a playoff game in quite some time and stuff. But that's what happened when bad general manager management and bad team management happens too as well, and you have to make mistakes and keep guys a little too long sometimes. Should have drafted a quarterback when Big Ben was starting to decline a little bit, around that 2017, 2018 range. You should have drafted a quarterback. You drafted Jalen Hurts that one year when you had opportunity to draft him, and instead you took Chase Claypool. You might be in a different situation right now like that, but you should have go out there and don't hold on to guys too long. Look what the Packers did. Packers went out there and they remember when Brett Favre was there, they drafted Aaron Rodgers. He sat around a little bit. Aaron Rodgers came out there and shot out the cannon like that. In by year 3, I think by year 3 of his start, he was like year 5 or 6 in the league, he won MVP. And then what happened when Aaron Rodgers got a little older and he started seeing a little tension build with the team and kind of seeing like him kind of decline a little bit, but still playing at a good level. He went out there and got Jordan Love. And what Jordan Love do last year? Got them to the playoffs. 30-plus touchdowns, got them to the playoffs, and won a playoff game as well. So I feel like sometimes you just got to go out there and you got to make the decisions, the tough decisions and stuff, and go out there and just, get your team in the right predicament. I think Coach Tomlin and them, they kind of like was too loyal to Big Ben, and it kind of messed them up a little bit. But I think right now the team has a lot of young pieces and have opportunity to get back to the playoffs, and not only get there, but try to win a playoff game for the first time since 2016. So we'll see what happens. Getting phone calls during the video, but we'll see what happens. But I think mostly we just gotta find a way to get in sync. A lot of guys have been injured. A lot of guys have been getting like banged up throughout training camp, throughout preseason. We see like Trophy Tomlin getting injured, and that's what kind of leads me to the next thing. Coach Tomlin discussing, of course, the O-line. He did like Frazier. He said Frazier, he was unsatisfied with his performance. He been playing pretty good at his first start in preseason like that. Have a good good push and stuff, can get to the next level. A good blocker like that. He was very consistent, very solid. But, you know, Broderick Jones had a bad game. And, you know, in the NFL, you can't have a bad game for some reason. The media always think you're a bust. I'm like, Broderick Jones only been here for 1 year. And last year, remember, he wasn't in the lineup to start off. He got in the lineup, and what happened? Our rushing attack shot up out the cannon like that. People were like, Broderick Jones one of the best. And then this preseason right here, in the offseason, he got banged up. He got an arm injury like that. So he's still playing with the arm injury. And he had a bad game last game. And people was like, oh, he's horrible. He's terrible. He's a draft bust. I'm like, they just fickle. They bounce back and forth like that. One day they like you, one day they hate you, and all type of stuff. So Broderick Jones is a good player. He's a good player. He's not a draft bust. He's a nice piece. And when he get fully healthy and get out there, when he had a full big five out there, the best five to put out there in the Oline is going to be fine. You're going to see it. And fans will start switching up like, he actually is the best. He's actually one of the best players we've ever seen and stuff. You know, it always happened like that. I know Coach Tomlin also mentioned that it was reported that he didn't reach out to Sean Payton about Russell Wilson evaluation. I don't know why that was like even a thing or something. Why would I reach out to another coach that threw him away? I'm not going to reach out to a coach that threw anybody away. I'm just going to see the evaluation myself and see my own eye. Everybody has different perspectives of games and stuff, and Payton never really gave Russell Wilson a fair shot either, too. So it kind of be pointless to reach out for that. But I think Russ is to be a solid quarterback. He's going to be pretty good with our team and stuff. A lot of people putting the pressure and saying that he sucks, saying he's horrible and stuff. But once the season starts, I think it'll change all that. And look at the quarterbacks we had last year. We act like it's some type of like we had worse quarterbacks last year. This year the quarterbacks are better, you know, skill wise and performance wise, and they'll be more productive as well. Of course, they didn't look too good in preseason, but that is just preseason. We've only seen 2 series from Russell Wilson. I think three series. I think right, 3 series from Russell Wilson like that. Not too many series from him in preseason. So maybe he played his last preseason game, or maybe they wait until the end of the year. I mean, when the end of the preseason stuff ends like that, and then maybe like let them practice, of course, and then wait till week 1. I meant to say week 1 to play, of course, against the Falcons. We'll see then. But yeah, that's kind of most of the news that's going on around now, like the media and fans overreacting, going crazy. And I bet you if we do go out there and win week 1, none of this would be even any concern at all like that. Also, the Austin Brandon Ayuk news that keep going on and on. They said the Steelers reportedly offered him like a 2nd round and a 3rd round, and they said they was like going to pay him like around $26 million, a little less than $28 million that was offered. I don't know, but I'm getting tired of the Brandon Ayuk news. It was good at first. At one point like that, I remember early on, I remember I made the video even before the news release. I made the video. I remember because I seen I was looking at different players on my other channel. I'm looking at different players whose contract was kind of expiring and who looking for deals. I was like, would it be good if the Steelers went out there and traded for Brandon Ayuk? I remember like a few days before they had the official trade thing that was circulating the rumors around. I remember he liked Coach Tomlin's stuff a little bit, and he had a little thing circulating. They said like, oh, the Steelers could go out there and get a receiver like that. I remember I made a video on that. And then this recent, of course, like was a week ago when they had the news circulating like it was heating up about to happen. But now I'm done with it. I just signed back with the 49ers. They went to 3 straight NFC Championship games. Super Bowls, they went to the Super Bowl 2 times of the past 4 or 5 years. Yes, they haven't won one, but they still got there. Like that, I'd rather be there than be home and then watch it from TV and just talking about people. So just stay with the 49ers. Just sign the contract. I'm getting tired of this long saga and reporting this stuff over and over and over and over. Just do something. But that's kind of all the news I have, of course, for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this news and enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. If you did, leave a dislike or something. I don't know. But leave us some type of reaction. And I'll see you guys, of course, next time on the channel. Peace out.